What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to go over a very interesting rumor about God of War Ragnarok's DLC. And the report is that we will see this game, or it'll be announced before the end of this year. Now, they speculate that it's going to be the Game Awards. That part is speculation, and even they themselves admit it. But the report itself is that it's going to be announced, and also they say that it's going to be DLC somewhat similar to Spider-Man Miles Morales. So we've speculated this before with this DLC that it could be a Miles, a 6 to 8 hour kind of thing. You could do Atreus, you could do Kratos again. I think it is primed for Atreus to do it. I really, really believe that. He goes off, he does his own adventure, and then he kind of reunites, and maybe it loosely sets up the next mythology of where they would jump to with the next God of War game, where it could be him and Kratos again. I really think that's kind of laid out in front of them right now. I think they did it on purpose, and that's kind of what I think is going to happen. Now, this comes from the Spanish outlet, and I'm not going to butcher, I want to be respectful here. I'm not going to butcher this name, but what I will say is I'll show it to you, and I'll also say that this is a website that's gotten things right quite often. They're one of the bigger kind of Spanish gaming journalist sites. One thing I found just really quickly looking them up is actually they talked about the Metal Gear Solid 3 thing that ended up actually happening, right? They talked about that last year, but they're pretty on the money when they say stuff. Not all the time, but most of the times, and Metal Gear is just a quick Google search. You can see that they were right on the money with that one. So I'm inclined to believe it. Again, it is speculation that it would be at the Game Awards, but you think, 10 years, Jeff Keighley's 10-year anniversary here. He's going to have some big games. We know he likes to go big. We also know that he likes to kind of split it, right? Do some Nintendo stuff if Nintendo wants to participate, which sometimes they don't. Do some Sony stuff, do some Xbox stuff, right? That's generally what he does. He doesn't do like 8 announcements each. He also doesn't do like 6 Sony things and 1 Xbox thing. He tries to make it, again, equal. So I think a God of War Ragnarok DLC makes a lot of sense for him to do. He's done Horizon before. I think he even did Burning Shores before. So this is right up his wheelhouse. I would not be shocked at all. And it also lets Sony get some breathing room from Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man, I mean, we think, or at least I feel that the game came out like 5 years ago, Spider-Man 2, and it was just, it's only been like 2 weeks at this point. So give it some time to breathe, give it November, and then, you have Final Fantasy coming out as like the next big thing, obviously with Square Enix, and then you could say, well, beyond that, well, what do we have beyond that in 2024? Well, you got Death Stranding and other things as well, but also God of War. And I would honestly say, I do think it would come out next year. I think the goal would be to get it out fall of 2024. That's just a smaller prediction that I'm sure we'll talk about more as we get closer to the Game Awards, and we'll talk about it in those kind of videos. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.